Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, I was like thinking as far as with the the primaries and all that sort of stuff. If you had seen some of the stuff that Cenk Uygur was saying, like on Young Turks, as far as that goes, and in a way how the Democratic Party is being a little bit unfair when they kind of run around and call the Republican Party like being a bunch of assholes as far as uh, disenfranchising their voters, but yet they're doing the very same thing, when it comes to Bernie supporters and all this sort of stuff, especially what has happened, like the with in Rhode Island, how they closed down half of the polling. I mean, was it like 2/3 of the polling places there? And I think it was simply just to disenfranchise the Bernie people because of the fact that Bernie is leading in Rhode Island as far as that goes. And I don't know if I know anybody that lives there that's supporting Bernie as far as that goes, but I know some people that live in Rhode Island, that are like my Live Journal friends and Facebook friends as far as that goes. And yeah, I had like Live Journal back then, I mean, I still have it, but I don't really quite use it that often anymore. And I don't know anybody still does use it anymore. It's like everybody has just migrated onto Tumblr, but I digress. So, anyways, as I was gonna say, there is that the whole primary thing is also kind of screwy in some cases, because um, as far as the next couple primaries, there's also like one that I'm kind of also watching is probably like um, Oregon as far as that goes, which is going to be like about a month from now. But the thing is that they have a closed primary system, so it's like only if you're only registered for a Republican, you can vote Republican. If you're a registered Democrat, you can only register, and then you can only vote for a Democrat as far as if you're registered a Democrat as far as that goes. And in a way, um, my brother lives in Oregon there, and yet I don't know if he had gone around and registered as a Democrat, but he was supporting Bernie Sanders as far as that goes. So as far as one of the other things I was going to mention there is that there is no problem there because there's no polling places to go to as far as in Oregon because it's mainly vote by mail. Oregon is one of the few states that does vote by mail only. It's Oregon, Washington, and Colorado as far as that goes. Even though Colorado has done theirs yet, but it was mainly like a caucus. They usually do like primaries as far as like for other years. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure about that there, but although they do the whole vote by mail is only like just for the general election, but in a way, I figure this is probably going to cost like some sort of reform with the election electoral system at some point in the next election. Whether if anybody's going to be pushing to do that as far as that goes. If it's doing away with the the super delegates in the Democrat Party or not, but it's I think time will tell as far as how this plays out. Whether if we, I mean, although it's not likely that Bernie's gonna get it, but it's like for me, it's like hope against hope as far as that goes. But you know, on the other hand, it's like the more I act this sort of way like that, the more um, it becomes hopeful rather than just the other way around. How I was felt like I was gloating about how like prop it would have like been would have failed as far as that goes, but it had passed. But yet I was also right about how it'll get overturned by the court and all this sort of stuff, whether it was the federal court or state court, but I digress as far as that goes. So I'm not really exactly sure what's going to happen once the California primary comes on, but still, what Jenk had said earlier on like some of the videos is that it's a bit complicated there. The only people that could vote Democrat there was basically if you were unaffiliated or a Democrat or something like that, but even though it's supposedly be like an open primary and all of this sort of stuff, but then I don't know if that was like the case. I mean, I had switched over at that one point, to vote for Obama that year, but I mean, I switched back to like a Democrat this time just to vote for Bernie and all that, but I'm guessing it now is that even if he doesn't get it, I'm probably gonna still vote for like Hillary, because I certainly don't want to have Ted Cruz or Donald Trump as president or something like that, because it would have been a disaster as far as that goes. At least as far as that, if it was Donald Trump, he's not going to run around and try to undo marriage equality, unlike Ted Cruz, but in some cases, I'm just not really exactly sure what's going to really happen, if either one of them would win, but I don't really want to know as far as that goes. So, anyways, talk to you guys later.